in the depths of despair, when the world seems to crumble around you, when the weight of your burdens threatens to crush your spirit, there lies a hidden potential for transformation. It's in these moments of the lowest lows, moments when you hit the absolute rock bottom, when it can't get any worse. If you've been there, homie, then welcome to the school of hard knocks, where the lessons ain't written in textbooks and survival's the only graduation you can get. First of all, you gotta recognize the negative patterns that got you stuck in a loop. Like a broken record playing the same damn tune. You gotta identify your inner demons and square up with them. And one of them which can make y'all hit rock bottom is called addiction. And this demon appears disguised in many ways, such as consumption of drugs, abuse of alcohol, addiction to porn, video games, casinos, and all that shit. Literally everything that makes you lose a lot of time and makes you unproductive. Battling this demon requires you first to acknowledge its existence. Once you are aware of it, you gotta dump him for real. And be disciplined enough to limit yourself to access to any of that. If y'all just reduce your addictions to a low amount, it won't help. You gotta dump them for good altogether. One of the demons which caused a lot of trouble for me and my homies was traumas. This can appear in different fashions, such as beatdowns when you were young, injustices in society, depression, and many others. This can leave a lasting impact on your psyche. To combat this demon requires something that easier said than done. You have to forget and move on. These are things from the past. It's up to you to wake up to reality and build your new character from ground zero. Build a fortress in your mind and use it to defend yourself from any negative thoughts. And if you still experience any kind of trauma, don't play no badass. If you couldn't get rid of it yourself up to this point, then search for your balls and reach for help. Another demon that can easily make you fall into the ditch is known as self-doubt. Listen, we walk through this life only once. Of course that means you and everybody makes mistakes, but that shouldn't stop any of us to fight for what we want. Nobody has the answers to all the questions in this world. Drop the lack of self-respect and promise yourself you gotta do whatever it takes to get you to that point in life you want to head to. Whatever your friends, family, and others gonna think about it. So if you got this demon, all you gotta do is to explore the uncharted territories and face the challenges head on. It also could be that you are looking in the wrong direction, because you got no idea against who you're fighting. There are top dogs in each industry. How are you planning to get your piece of pie if y'all miss the ingredient of passion? These dogs are not doing it on the premise of, yeah, let's try and see where it goes. They have become conquerors of the industry because it's also their passion, their piece of art, their mastery. We stand no chance against these hustlers. So, in order to get out of the hole and to make sure that you're going to be one to set standards, find your passion and turn it into art. And for that, you're going to need some hustler habits to overcome struggles. But besides all of this, there's another negative pattern that keeps us grounded. This term is translated as procrastination. This thing is like playing chess with the devil. You knew from the beginning that the game is rigged against y'all. So make sure you're going to win in the areas of life which matters. And all that matters for you to get that win is to start practicing hard. When you deep in the trenches, climb up. And if you fall down, then try again and again and again. Y'all can't just wing it. You gotta put in the hours. Study the game and learn from the people who came before you. That's how you make it big. Practice like you never won. Perform like you never lost. Imagine the streets as your dojo. Every setback, every struggle is around in the ring. Practice on late night sessions when the city sleeps and you're still out there perfecting your craft. There's only 1% in this game which are willing to go the extra mile to push beyond the comfort zone. On which part of the game are you? Now, word up. It's time to show the world what you're made of. Perhaps you in a different position. Perhaps you already out of the pit. That doesn't mean you can lay back and chill now. Hell no. If you already went through everything I explained, then it means you're in charge of a mission. You can't just stand out tall on the block, having the scars on display without sharing your story. Cause guess what? Your story ain't just yours no more. Spread hope like graffiti on the walls. Message that says, hold up, you ain't alone in this. In these concrete alleys, we've all faced harsh battles. And it's up to the veterans of this game to pass the torch. Showing others that even when you hit rock bottom, you can still rise like a phoenix. We're breaking chains not just for ourselves, but for the whole damn community. Turn the struggle into a soundtrack that others can vibe to when they need strength. It's a mission to become the voice of the voiceless, a platform for the unheard. Extort your pain, your anger, and your hardship, and pour them into a liquor of hope for others. Alright, G. Now look, if you haven't faced any of the demons I told you about, and if you're already riding the wave, it doesn't mean you already safe. Actually, this is the very reason some of y'all fail. There are some people which made it out of the gutter, and they're affected by these addictions when they get at the top of their game. Once they see themselves above the crowd, they start to think they're invincible. You know that ain't right. And when some of them fall off the cliff, they surrender. If you see yourself going up the ladder, remember, keep your mind sharp like a sword. At higher altitudes of life, other dangerous habits may bury you alive. I've also seen too many cats in the hood give up on themselves, thinking they're not good enough or that they've already lost. But yo, that's just a bunch of bullshit. We all have untapped potential, and it's up to us to unleash it. Keep the spirit alive and keep moving forward, G. Be like a wildfire. Refuse to be extinguished, no matter how hard the winds blow. Be like a storm. Make your presence known. Train your competition. You're here to take all, not to take part. And remember one thing. If you've hit rock bottom, the only way to go is upwards. Straight up. Top of the chain. Signing off. Remember what you've learned here. And share it with the ones that needs to hear this. Let them know you're on a mission. And start your hustle today.